Hello everyone. Today in the class part 7 of sexual reproduction in angiosperms, we will start with our what we had left in our previous class. So in our previous class we were speaking about the outbreeding devices, and I had taught 3 outbreeding devices, that is unisexuality, dichogamy, and the third part was prepotency. Now in this today's class I will teach you about our fourth point, which is the fourth point is in the same topic of outbreeding. There is a fourth, fifth and sixth point. There are more 3 points. We will cover it and then we will come to pole and pistil interaction, and today we will be done with pole and pistil interaction for sure. So the next point is heterostyly. Okay, after prepotency there is a topic known as heterostyly. So heterostyly, this word hetero means different. Okay, hetero means different, and styly, it refers to, styly refers to the word which is like style. Style means the, that there is a stigma, style, okay, and you have ovary. So this style, okay, so this style we are speaking about. So what will happen here, the anther and the stigma will not be of the same level. They will be placed at different level. So here female means you can say style, okay, you can say stigma and anthers are placed at different level, So if they are placed at different level, then what will happen? Again, the chances of self-pollination will decrease in the same flower. We are speaking about same flower. Here if the female and the male parts, okay, both are at different heights. Suppose the female, part, suppose it's like this. Okay, the female part is this much, and but the anthers are very smaller. Then what will happen? How this will go towards here? The height of the style is very much. Okay, the height, this is style. Okay, this is style. So the style height is very much. So we say that heterostyly, because the height is so much that the anther are not able to, they are not able to come till here to put their pollens. So there is a need of what? There will be a need of pollinators. So hence there will be cross pollination. Okay. Now suppose that there will be some different level. Okay. Now this is a heterostyly, but what if anthers are at different level? So suppose here the anthers are at they are at lower level. So we can say this as heteroanthy. Anthy means for anthers. So your anthers are at lower level and stigma is of above level. So both are at different levels. So we say it as heteromorphic flower. What we will say? Heteromorphic flower. Okay, so this is heteromorphic flower. So what will happen in this case? If there are heteromorphic flowers, means what? The anther and stigma and the anthers are at different level. That's what I told, heteroanthy and heterostyly. In this condition there will be a need of pollinators, and instead of taking pollens from this anthers, the pollinator will take from another anther and come, okay, from another anther. So they will go and take it from the another flower, and hence there will be a need of pollination, a pollinator. So they will not take from this anthers. So this is something which is, you can say, due to the height difference, the pollinators will go towards the another flower and they will take anthers, means they will take, they will meet the anthers of different plant, they will take pollens and they will come and reach to this plant. So the pollinators will take from another flowers, you know, the pollen grains from different flowers. Suppose from this flower, this pollinator will take and it will come to the stigma. Okay. So next point, the fifth point here is heterogamy, hercogamy, sorry. Heterogamy we are done. Now we have hercogamy. Heterostyly we are done. So which is also known as heteromorphic. I wrote it, and we are doing hercogamy. So in hercogamy there is some barrier, you know, means between female and male part there is some barrier. Okay, there is some physical, you can say physical, or you can say mechanical. There is a naturally present barrier, means it was already present naturally. Okay, so because of this barrier they are not able to, you know, means they are not able to contact with each other. So because of, if female and male they will not have any contact, they will have barrier, then the pollen grains won't get to the, means they will not travel to female. So this will not happen. Okay, means female and male they will be not having any contact, no contact. So this pollen grains won't travel because of this barrier. Okay, so hence there will be a requirement of pollinator. The pollinator will bring pollens from other flower and then there will be a cross pollination. In the last point, sixth point, that is self sterility, or you can say self incompatibility, means there will be some incompatibility in the flower, or you can say self sterility, or means there will be some reason, you know, maybe there will be the pollen is not germinating, or maybe the pollen grains are not able to you know, to express itself. So this will occur due to some genetic, you know, there will be some genetic issue. Because of that reason, like the pollens are not able to germinate, the pollen tube is not being formed because of the genetic issue, and hence there will be no you know, no pollination, nothing, means no reproduction will occur. So here no pollen tube germination. Okay, and even there will be no pollen grain, means maybe the pollen grain is suppressed or something. Okay, what you will say, that pollen grains are suppressed. This all is occurring because of you know, genetic mechanism. So this self incompatibility is something which is occurring because of genetic mechanism. So there is some genetic issue. Because of that, there is no pollen tube germination. The pollens, even if they reach on the stigma, then also they are not getting germinated. They are getting suppressed. They are getting inhibited by it. Why they are getting inhibited and all? Because of genetic issue. So there will be, again, the stigma needs somebody else, some other pollen from other flowers. So hence there will be that means there will be a need of pollinators, and hence there will be cross pollination. So here we are done with this part. Now coming towards the next part, okay, pollen pistil interaction. Now what is pollen pistil interaction? We will study about this in detail in today's lecture, and here we go with the pollen pistil interaction. See, pollen pistil interaction is nothing but, it means you know, it means that means, see, the moment a pollinator brings the pollen grain from anther to the stigma, or you can say it lands on the stigma, from this the pollen pistil interaction begins. and this will go on until and unless the pollen grain, means the pollen grain will germinate, it will release its pollen tube, and then the pollen tube will travel towards the egg. Okay, now where is the egg? See, we will see a good image. If you can see this image, so the first thing is that the pollen will land on the stigma. Okay, we will make one flowchart also, but first thing, the pollen grain will land on the stigma. Then there will be a second step where there will be a recognition. Okay, first there is a landing on stigma, but stigma will recognize whether this is the pollen of the means it will detect कि ये मेरा ही पहचान का pollen है कि नहीं, is there some compatibility, is it of same species or not, or what it is, like is it good to take or not, or it is to be discarded if it is of wrong type. So that will happen in the second step. Okay, and in the third step the pollen tube will emerge out, but before emerging out there will be some hydration. The pollen tube will require some, like it will absorb nutrition, water and all from the stigma, and then it will travel forward. Okay, so fourth step is traveling towards the style, and then in the fifth step it reaches towards the any end. It is not necessary that it will reach to the micropylar end. Now I hope you know what is micropyle, chalaza, integuments and everything. So it's not necessary that it will reach only, it will go from only towards like from the micropyle. It can go from integument also, it can go from chalaza also. So from where it will go, we will speak about it from different places. So these are the 5 steps which you can say about pollen pistil interaction. Okay, so let's speak about it in detail. Now we will take one step. Now what is compatibility? Now if I want to say that something is means this is compatible. Okay, now we say that this friend is compatible to me, means that it is a right type of thing, right type. Now if I will write in case of pollen, if I will say if stigma gets right type of pollen, if stigma gets right type of pollen, so we will say it is compatible. What we will say, it is compatible. But if suppose if there is a wrong type of pollen coming, suppose if there is a wrong type of pollen coming, then we will say incompatible. What we will say? We will say incompatible. So this is the thing which you should know. So if the pollen grain is compatible with the stigma, then the pollen grain will accept it. Okay, what will happen? Means the stigma will accept it. If it is coming here, if this pollen has came here, so it got landed, fine. Okay, so we will write the steps. So we will write here steps. So the very first step is pollen lands on stigma. Okay, that's what you can see here. Pollen has got landed on the stigma. Yes, so deposition of pollen grain is done. Landed means what? It has got deposited on the stigma. So pollen grain is deposited on the stigma, right? So I will write lands means deposited. You can write another word as land, or you can say deposited. Landed, or you can say deposited. Now the second part, if you will see, the second part is the part where we will say that the pollen will detect whether this is the same, of my kind, means is it compatible, or is it some wrong type of the pollen. So there will be a detection. I told what is compatible and incompatible. You can say non-compatible also. So the moment it detects, okay, this pollen is compatible. If it is compatible, if pollen is it can be two ways. If it is compatible, then this will be given correct, means it will given an entry, so there will be entry given. But suppose if it is incompatible, if suppose the pollen is incompatible, then what will happen? Here there will be given a rejection. What will given here? Rejection. And due to this rejection signal, there will be discarded, means this pollen will get discarded by the pistil. So here there will be discarded, this pollen will be discarded. So because of compatibility or incompatibility, this is the thing. So here there will be rejection and the pollen will get discarded, and this pollen of compatible pollen, it will detect, it will be taken inside. There will be entry given for further work. Now how we will come to know that whether a pollen is compatible or not? So the pollen has special protein. Okay, so by determining the special protein, okay, there are special proteins on the special proteins are present on pollen. And due to this special proteins, what will happen? There will be a detection by the stigma. Stigma will detect, okay, these special proteins, are they of the same kind, means are they of correct type, are they compatible? So due to this special protein, the stigma detects, and if the detection is correct, then it will be compatible. If not, then there will be inhibition. So the promotion and inhibition depends on this. So here entry is given, means it has given promotion, it is promoted to go for the further step. Promotion means आगे जाने देना, पोलन को जर्मिनेट करने देना, पोलन ट्यूब बनाना एंड ऑल, ये सब अलाउ हो जाएगा. पर अगर नहीं देना है, डिस्कार्ड करना है, तो यहाँ पे क्या दे रहे हैं वो सिग्नल? इनहिबिशन का. कौन सा सिग्नल दे रहे हैं? इनहिबिशन का. तो आई होप यू अंडरस्टूड द थर्ड स्टेप ऑफ प्रमोशन एंड इनहिबिशन. So I will explain till here. पहले क्या था? Pollen grain was present. Okay. There is interaction between pollen and stigma. Okay, I told here in the first diagram, if you can see here, there is a stigma and there is a pollen. There is the interaction between going between these. So this interaction is known as pollen pistil interaction. What it is known as? We name it as pollen pistil interaction. Okay, and further if I want to say that what was happening, further what is happening, pollen got landed on the stigma, but now pollen is landed, but ऐसे तो बहुत सारे pollen आ जाएंगे. Example देती हूँ, चलो. Suppose if you want to call to your friend, you have a proper number, but somebody else is picking up the call. You have heard the heard the voice of your friend, so you can recognize, okay, this is my friend or not. Then you won't speak, right? If there is no now suppose your parents, suppose you are in the college and your parents are coming to pick you up, so you will go with your parent only, right? You will not go with others' parent, right? That is what is a rejection, and promotion occurs in this also. So first step is where pollen got landed on the stigma, and the second step is recognition. पहले पहचानना है कि ये अपना ही पोलन है, सही टाइप का पोलन है कि नहीं, whether it is compatible or not compatible. So this is the second step which you can see. Okay, so first step I told, second step you understood, and third step whether it is, if it is a compatible pollen, जैसे यहाँ पे देखो जो pollen compatible है, see this S3 is compatible, so it is given a tick, but see you can see S1, S2 are rejected. This is inhibition. The rejection is called inhibition. The pollen which was compatible, it is given a promotion. So I hope this is clear. These points are clear. Okay. So let's speak about the further parts. Now what will happen in the next part? See, So if you can see that the pollen is actually this part, if you can see, which I am marking with purple, the pollen tube got germinated, but before directly it won't get germinated. There is something which was triggering it to get germinated. So fourth point, what will happen in the fourth point, there is hydration. You can say there is absorption. Hydration, you can say absorption. But from where there is an absorption? So on this stigma, there is a fluid known as stigmatic fluid. This fluid consists of two things. One is H2O, means water, and the second thing is minerals, nutritions, you can see. You can say minerals or you can say nutrition also. So these things are taken by the pollen. It is absorbed by the pollen. So here in the fourth point, pollen absorbs water plus, you can say, nutrients from stigma. That is what it is, like we say it as stigmatic fluid. Okay, so this was the fourth step. So if it will absorb, now something like you have small sponge, it is getting absorbed, means it will get heavy. And once it got heavy, then it will burst. बहुत पानी अगर तुमने कोई एक चीज में बहुत पानी भर दिया, बहुत ज्यादा पानी भर दिया, जैसे अगर हम एक बलून लेते हैं, उसमें हमने बहुत एयर भर दी, ठीक है, अगर इतना एयर तुम भर दोगे तो वो बलून तो फट जाएगा. तो वैसे ही यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, pollen tube, in the pollen tube, what is happening in the pollen grain, you can say, it took so much of, there was so much of absorption, that finally there will be a bursting, and not exact like itna burst nahi, itna bhi burst nahi hoga, but because of that absorption, what will happen, the pollen tube will come out. There will be a germination of pollen tube. Now who is producing this pollen tube? So pollen tube germinates. यहाँ पे bursting तो नहीं बोल सकते हैं हम यहाँ पे. What we will say, there will be a germination and production of pollen tube. And this pollen tube was produced by, who produces this? Pollen tube is produced by vegetative cell. अभी vegetative cell क्या है? You have to go and see the lecture where I have taught male reproductive part, anther, everything. Okay? Vegetative cell से बाहर निकलेगा, और कहाँ से निकलेगा, कहाँ से germinate होगा, ये बाहर निकलेगा from a point known as germ pore. ठीक है, germ pore. Actually जो ये absorption है, stigmatic fluid जो है, अगर मैं डायग्राम बना के समझाऊं तो हमें पता था कि ये this is the pollen, right? This was the pollen, but कुछ जगह थी जहाँ पे गैप था, उससे हम बोलते थे germ pore. ये germ pore से जो पूरा वाटर है यहां से एंटर करेगा और इंटाइन के पास जा रहा है सारा पानी. If it is going to intine, and अंदर तुम्हारा क्या है, एक है तुम्हारा generative cell and एक है तुम्हारा vegetative cell. ठीक है, so since you have two cells, so water will go, intine will swell. Okay, there will be swollen intine. If intine is getting swollen, then what will happen, from here there will be a, see I am drawing, so यहाँ से क्या हो जाएगा, a pollen tube will come out because of the swollen intine. And ये pollen tube में क्या हो जाएगा, germinate होगा, ये male gamete भी निकलेंगे. अगर ये two cell stage होगी, मतलब vegetative and generative cell stage, तो यहाँ पे पहले तुम्हारा क्या होगा, दो मेल गैमेट बनेगा, अगर सपोज ये 3 सेल स्टेज थी तो तीनों सेल्स यहां से जाएंगे, मतलब कौन सी वेजिटेटिव सेल न्यूक्लियस, यू कैन वेजिटेटिव सेल न्यूक्लियस इज ऑल्सो नोन एज ट्यूब न्यूक्लियस. सो वेजिटेटिव न्यूक्लियस वी ऑल्सो से इट एज ट्यूब न्यूक्लियस. ठीक है. और जो जनरेटिव सेल है, जनरेटिव सेल, इट विल प्रोड्यूस व्हाट, it will produce 2 male gametes. ठीक है, ये सब पता होना चाहिए जो मैंने सिखाया है मेल रिप्रोडक्टिव सिस्टम के टाइम पे. यू कैन गो एंड वॉच द प्रीवियस लेक्चर. तो ये पोलन ट्यूब जो मैंने बनाई है पिंक से, वो ही यहाँ पे जर्मिनेट हो रही है. ओके, सो व्हाट विल हैपन, फ्रॉम द germ pore it will come out. Water is going from where? It is going from germ pore only. That's what I showed you कि पानी यहाँ से ही जा रहा है और पोलन ट्यूब भी वहां से ही germ pore से ही निकलेगा. 3 germ pore दिखाए मैंने यहाँ पे. ठीक है. After this what will happen? Now even there will be some interaction between the style and the style. Even in the style there will be some chemical interactions. This whole procedure is a chemical interaction. Okay, pollen pistil interaction is a whole process is of chemical interaction. Okay, this is whole, as a whole you can say a chemical interaction. So this is as a whole chemical interaction. Okay, so in the next step what will happen in the 6th step? So in the 6th step what will happen, the pollen tube is coming out. So pollen tube, it will grow now. Okay, pollen tube grows and there will be chemical interaction with the style. I told you now. So there will be chemical interaction. Now again here also in chemical interaction there will be a specificity seen. Okay, कि specific है कि नहीं and all. Although पहले ही checking हो चुकी थी, but यहाँ पे भी specific chemicals होंगे. Okay, so this was a thing. So next in the 7th point what will happen, जो भी खाना पीना था किसने प्रोवाइड किया? ये जो है वाटर और न्यूट्रिएंट्स कहाँ से आया? फ्रॉम स्टिग्मा. तो तुम्हें मैंने बता दिया था कि ये खुद से कैरी नहीं कर रहा है ये सब कुछ. इट वॉज नॉट कैरिड बाय इट, वो सब बाद में वो जर्मिनेट हुआ है. ठीक है. नाउ नेक्स्ट 7th point I will write here. We will be done with the topic then. See, now what will happen is 7th point, the pollen tube is like, it is finally pushed off and all. Now pushed off means what? बाहर तो निकला था बस, बट बाहर निकला important है क्या? देखो यहाँ पे पोलन ट्यूब बस यहाँ तक आनी चाहिए क्या? नहीं, अंदर तक जाना है, ओव्यूल के पास जाना है. बिकॉज ओव्यूल के एम्ब्रियो सैक के अंदर देखो कहां से कहां तक, इसको पूरा यहाँ पे ट्रेवल करना है इधर तक. सो नाउ इट विल ट्रेवल. वेयर इट विल ट्रेवल? इट विल ट्रेवल till the ovule. Slowly it will go and travel till the ovule and it will go and push hoga. Now from where it will go, there are three points where it can go. This we will learn in double fertilization. Okay, so pollen tube goes towards ovary. ओवरी के पास कहां जाएंगे? ओव्यूल. ओव्यूल के पास कहां जाएंगे? एम्ब्रियो सैक. अभी एम्ब्रियो सैक से कहां जाएंगे? एम्ब्रियो सैक से इट कैन गो टू सिनर्जिट्स. और सिनर्जिट्स के ही अगर डायग्राम याद होगा तो ये 2 सिनर्जिट्स के बीच में एग है, तो ये वाला एग है बीच वाला, इट इज एग, दैट इज फीमेल गैमेट. और ये जो 2 है, these two are what? These two are synergids. So it will go to synergids and synergids के बाजू में ही egg मिलेगा. And इसके बाद we will study in double fertilization. Okay, after this we will study in the double fertilization. Okay, but suppose अभी मुझे this is done, this topic is done. Okay, after this what will happen? We will study in double fertilization. बट सपोज इन लैब कंडीशन, सपोज अगर कभी यहाँ पे जर्मिनेशन नहीं हो रहा है वगैरह, तो हाउ वी कैन हेल्प, मीन सिंथेटिकली हम कैसे कर सकते हैं? मीन्स आर्टिफिशियल कंडीशन में अगर जर्मिनेशन नहीं हो रहा है, इफ पोलन इज नॉट जर्मिनेटिंग, देन व्हाट वी विल डू, वी विल प्रोवाइड सुक्रोज, we will provide sucrose. Okay, we can also provide boric acid, we can also provide boric acid. So sucrose and boric acid is provided to the to the pollen grain for germination. Why it is provided? This is a synthetic medium, synthetic medium which is provided for pollen germination. Okay, for this is provided for pollen germination. So here we are done with today's topic. Yes, in the upcoming topic we will study about hybrid, hybridization, artificial hybridization and double fertilization. So thank you for watching this class. Keep studying, keep learning. If you have any doubts, you can comment down in the comment section. Thank you. Hope you like the lecture. Do like it, do comment it.